We are technology provider for 150 plus customers.
So out of 150, how many will be BPOs, outsourced parties, or how many direct customers?
Now let me explain that what is the role of customer experience and what role Exato can play.
So who would be your comparable competitors, sir? How has been your financials and क्या future दिख रहा है आपको?
But there is a SME market also. So we are developing that SME product which we will take it out to SME customers.
So what is the current revenue we have this year? What is the EBITDA margin? Hello everyone, welcome to Face2Face MSME. This time we are going to talk to an entrepreneur and understand his business model and how he is creating a niche for himself. We are talking about AI a lot. We are talking about how AI can replace people, especially the call center business, which India dominates. We are talking about how AI has potential to actually may reduce the overall growth in that segment. But this entrepreneur is saying that no, it will not happen. And because he's one of the service providers who is empowering all the BPOs or call center operations of the entity, he believes that AI is going to be the next big thing and nothing is going to change apart from the fact that we are talking a lot about it. Let's welcome an entrepreneur who has built an AI-driven solution for call centers, for customer support domain of a company. Let's welcome Appuorv. Hello, Appuorv ji. How are you doing?
Good, Vivek ji. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me on this call.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. सबसे मजा मुझे आता है ना एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के साथ बात करने में, क्योंकि ना एक अलग सी हार्ट टू हार्ट कनेक्शन हो जाता है. बिकॉज आई एम ऑल्सो एन एंटरप्रेन्योर फर्स्ट एंड आई कैन रिलेट एवरीथिंग जो आप फील करते हैं, जैसा आप लाइफ जीते हैं. मुझे बहुत मजा आता है. So thank you for giving this opportunity to talk to you, get inside your mind, get inside your heart, and hopefully this 1 hour of interaction, I will be able to get inside your soul also. और आपके बारे में बहुत जान पाऊंगा मैं. Thank you.
Vivek, I'm very glad. And like you mentioned, same here. So interacting with an entrepreneur definitely gives a lot of energy. And what is more important is a person like you who has created StockEdge. This is one of my favorite platform because I have interest in looking at the market, at the companies, their financials, especially IT companies, because I come from this background. So I do keep learning about why a company is rising, why a company is falling. And there have been so many IPOs. So learning about them, how they are progressing, what is their shareholding pattern, what is their financial ratios, etc. So it is, but your platform is amazing. So this is great, good to be on this platform.
Amazing, lovely. एक एंटरप्रेन्योर हमारा प्रोडक्ट यूज कर रहा है फॉर मोर इनसाइट्स अबाउट बिजनेस. इससे अच्छा और क्या हो सकता है. लवली. सो अपूर्व, am I pronouncing it correctly? Appuorv?
Absolutely, it's absolutely.
Fantastic. So I'm going to use Appuorv only. So Appuorv, आप बहुत ही एक निश बिजनेस मॉडल पे काम करते हैं एंड अभी हम सुन बहुत रहे हैं इसके बारे में, AI और AI जो है काफ़ी जॉब ले जाएगा, कॉल सेंटर्स बंद हो जाएंगे, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. बट आई थिंक आपने एक अलग ही शेप एंड साइज दिखा है AI का, एंड यू हैव क्रिएटेड प्रोडक्ट which is helping enterprises to serve their customers in a much better manner. तो एक बार इंडस्ट्री का पूरा एक समझते हैं. आई मीन बिफोर एक्चुअली माय मिस्टेक, बिफोर इंडस्ट्री का समझते हैं, आपके बारे में समझते हैं कि व्हाट मेड यू डू व्हाट यू आर डूइंग राइट नाउ.
Okay, so Vivek ji, my journey started from a small town. There is a small town on border of Bihar and UP called Buxar. It's very close to Varanasi. Grew up in that environment in Hindi medium and studied in Hindi medium school, but then was good in maths and physics. So I cracked my engineering, state engineering, which is BCEC. I got an opportunity. I got computer science as a stream. So that really changed my life. So I was getting very much familiar with, and this was in around early 2000. So familiar with what is happening. That time there was a lot of things about how Microsoft is created and this Windows new versions, etc. So there was a fascinating story about this, and so there were so many things happening. In fact, one person from my nearby, he was in US. He just did some computer studies and was in US. So I was also very fascinated.
जी.
So that is how all this started. But in third year, I thought that there is much more to it, because why only looking and coding the language? Why not look at how this can be marketed? And basically, I have this nature that I'm an explorer. So I want to meet people, and I have been wanderer, meeting a lot of people. But if someone invites me and says that, "Yeah, I want to meet you and let's discuss," I will definitely go, whatever the time is.
Okay.
And that is one great part of my learning. So met couple of people and saw them. They were from IITs, and then they planned to do their MBAs. So that fascinated me, and then I also thought that post engineering I will also go for MBA.
Okay.
So when I started preparing for this MBA exam, so that time I joined an institute for this preparation, and that is where I learned this word called entrepreneur. And
Okay.
it was such a musical word that, but so many strings was running once at a time. So that time I said that, this is really fascinating, and let's do it. So again, I got admission in IBS Gurgaon and started studying there. But I was never a class boy. I was always mostly out of class because
अच्छा.
I preferred working. So I got small work with some of the FMCG players, and so mostly doing summer trainings and then winter trainings and all, because that gave me real life experience. So, but the turning point was the first campus placement. So, in fact, what happened is my teachers used to say that you should be more in class, doing studies rather than started working. Work will come eventually. But I had a different nature. So I said, no, on-job experience is much more important. So again, they said that you will not get a placement. I'm telling you. So I said, first day, first company, I will get a placement. I will crack it.
Wow.
And Vivek ji will not believe, first day, first company was TCS. And
Oh.
it was a dream job for everyone. So out of 245 people, aptitude test and all, so I cracked it, and I was among top 7. So then there were multiple rounds. And then in the final round, they picked some 5 people, and I was rejected. So that day, Vivek ji, I understood that there is no shortcut to success. So, and you have to listen to your mentors. So it was a very hard earned lesson, but somehow it was a blessing in disguise, because then after few more companies, I got a startup who I joined, and that startup was into maps long before Google Map was introduced.
Okay.
So the startup was
ये
My
कब की
India.
बात है? Which year we are talking about?
Yeah, this was 2005.
Okay. Okay.
So 2005 mein I joined Map My India, was there for almost a year. Then I again met government customers. We did some deal from Hyundai and all that. So that was a great learning experience. But what was more important is that was a small company that time. Now it's a listed company. They listed some 2 years back. So I watched some few things very closely. And one of my marketing professor, she's dean of IIM Bodh Gaya now. She used to say that be a very good observer. So I used to sit in different departments with product head, with sales team, with finance team, how this was working. So it was a great entrepreneurial experience, that how a company can be created. But then again, I was not to that status. So, and again, financially शादी करनी थी and all that. So वो अभी jump immediate से नहीं ले सकता था. So it was good learning experience, but eventually, like every other person, I got another offer from TCS from a different division, and I said, no, this time I will crack it. So Map My India एक साल में छोड़ दिया. उतनी समझ नहीं थी कि I would have got more experience working in Map My India. So I got offer from TCS. I joined TCS, and that is how this customer experience journey started. So TCS was big into services. That time, global companies were coming in India, and they were deploying their large call centers. So you see, if you move to Gurgaon, if you move to Mumbai, and there are so many now domestic BPOs have also come, but that time very unique ship shape building and all, they were coming. This was in early 2006-7. So I got introduced to this sector, and then I was offered a role in Wipro, wherein I was given an opportunity to manage some of the large product companies, global product companies, which were primarily into customer experience.
Okay.
So that is how all this started. And what was more important is, fortunately, I have been part of the companies which was somehow a startup. In fact, in Wipro also, I joined a division called Wipro Networks.
Okay.
Wipro had a company called 3D Networks. So when I joined that, there was integration going on, working with different teams, and then leading this product division, and then working with sales team, working with operations team, services team in terms of getting the product delivered. So it was not only a sales product experience, but it was complete entrepreneurship experience. So this has really given a kickstart to this thing.
Okay. So for which year you started this business of yours?
So this I started in 2016. So post Wipro, once I worked in Wipro and TCS, then I had an experience of working in services organizations, large services organizations, how services organizations work, how they tie up with product companies and resell their products, customize and service it. So then I thought that it's time to move on to a product company. So one of the product company, which was an Israeli analytics company, it was a mid-sized company that time, nice. So I joined there because I wanted to have that product experience also. So in NICE, I worked for 5 years and I worked with different companies. In fact, all the large big companies, Accenture, TCS, Reliance and all. And I was also creating smaller partners. So I clearly saw a gap that between large companies and very small partners, there is a potential of creating a mid-sized partner who can have a niche skill set in analytics. So at that time, AI was not that prevalent. In fact, AI was always there. We'll talk about it, but it was more an analytics buzzword. So working more on that side, that gave me a lot of experience. I had been to Israel couple of times and have seen that how with limited resources they are maximizing and how focused they are. So all this was great learning experience. So within NICE, working with very different teams and then working with international customers. So these Wipro, NICE, TCS services product organization combined gave me that confidence that let's start something of our own. And that is how Exato journey started in 2016.
Wow. Amazing.
Once I started my journey with Exato, so first couple of months we did only one or two CR, and then that time there was an article published in the Times of India that a Hyderabad-based entrepreneur, he did 10 CR in first year. She was a lady and she did some 10 CR. So that became a benchmark that I have to cross 10 CR in that first year, which we can CR karna hai. So started working with, reached out to all the customers that have been working with you, give us a chance, how we can do this. So, but at the same time, what we also started doing this is to build a skill set that which no one else has. Again, working with, since I had this Israel connection, so working with some of the players, how we can do something. So I got to know that there is a opportunity with Mahindra Defense. They are implementing one of the safe cities, and there is a possibility of an analytics solution, video analytics. So we said that we can be front runner because I can offer you a very good solution. And so we offered a video analytics solution, and then we implemented this across 7 cities of Rajasthan. It was Jaipur, Bikaner, Jodhpur, top 7 cities. So that was a starting point. So first year itself, we crossed 10 CR, we reached 11 CR. So वो जो था कि करना है, so that happened.
Nice. And you were profitable in first year itself?
First year itself.
Oh, so amazing.
Profitable from first year.
But it's a service company or a product company?
No, we are both. So we are primarily into CX services and analytics, but we have built our own IP also. So those IPs we are taking it to customers. We are closing bigger deals. But see, the advantage about being a services company is you can create a strong portfolio, take it to customer, acquire a customer, and then you can cross-sell and upsell it. But what we have done is we have not generalized ourselves. Rather, we are focusing on one domain, which is customer experience and analytics. So that way, it is giving us a lot of presence and strength. And that way, we have been conquering world sitting out of India. But the idea is let's go to the global places, because sitting out of India, yes, there can be a success, but limited success. So that's the
thing. So let's do something now. Let's try to understand this domain of analytics, because it's a very broad term which can be applied in multiple things. So एक बार ये पूरे industry को समझते हैं. कि how a typical service provider in analytics domain makes money as a service plus as a product, और आपको एक benchmark रख लेते हैं उसके लिए. तो if you have a, I know you have a presentation, so would you like to run through the presentation and show us the industry?
Absolutely. Globally, the advent of IT industry has been on innovation. And why I'm saying this is, if you see currently the landscape has completely changed post Chat GPT. AI was always there, Vivek ji. So,
Okay.
but with Chat GPT, what has happened is it has now become more prevalent. It is now accessible to all of us. Now, if you see the scale of global IT industry is going to increase, because what is happening is we are changing our behavior.
Okay.
What we learned in during COVID, the where world went online. We thought that no, all the meetings should happen face to face, but now no. Still 30 to 40% of meetings are happening on Zoom, Google Meet, and then Teams, etc. So world has moved online. This has given us a very strong reference that how we can change our behavior, how we can be more innovative. Now, if things are getting more and more and online, there is a pattern that is being observed. The global IT industry is close to 224 billion, and it is growing at the CAGR of around 18 to 20%, as you see in this thing. So the domestic market is also increasing and international market is also increasing. If you see, government is also spending a lot in data center. We are talking about building semiconductors here in India. We are talking about AI mission, because and not only this, US is building a large city. In fact, in partnership with Microsoft, OpenAI, and then couple of large SoftBank, they are building a city altogether. So that is what the possibility of AI. Let me first explain what AI is going to do, and then what role we are going to play in customer experience.
Yep.
Now, if you see, I talked about India AI mission. Close to 10,300 CR is being allocated to India AI mission. And globally, the demand of GPU has been increased. Right. And similarly, for analytics and related AI related investment is also increasing year on year. Now, let me explain that what is the role of customer experience and what role Exato can play. See, since last nine and a half years, we have served more than 150 plus customers. Now, this servicing customer, our journey started when we started recording the interaction. Now, this interaction is recorded. So in a way, we have a profile created. We know that if Mr. Vivek is calling a bank, so he will have certain expectation from a bank. He will have certain queries, whether that query is related to a banking transaction, whether that query is related to bank balance or his mutual fund portfolio or anything. Now, that recording data is already there. Now, on top of that recording, the banks or enterprise has been deploying analytics also, because their idea is how to serve Mr. Vivek better. So suppose if you have any service related issue, you have applied for to buy something and you're not able in successfully in doing that. So you will automatically call with frustration. So not only your tone, but your word will also be spotted. So with that, so that is a speech analytics solution. That speech analytics can identify, okay, this person is angry and he's using these words. So this has to be attended. Otherwise, this customer will move away from us to a different service provider. So now, suppose during holiday time or during any festival time, there has been a lot of transactions which is increasing. So our enterprise has to plan better their workforce. So again, there is a tool for workforce management. And similarly, they now with advent of AI, all this journey data, which is already there in some shape and format, that is being analyzed. Now, so say for example, if you call a bank earlier and they used to say that, okay, can I place your call on hold? Let me reach out to my manager and understand that. And he is putting you on hold or for 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes. Now, what is happening? That particular agent is who is servicing you is occupied for 5 minutes. That telco charge is there. And then your dissatisfaction is also increasing. Ki, boss, I was in hurry and I have to deal with all this. Why don't they understand I'm a HNI customer and I have other priorities also? So, and after 5 minutes, they said, sir, can I call you back? Because I'm not able to resolve. So your frustration level will go higher. Now you can say a few things, right? So now imagine a scenario that used to happen 3-4 years back. Now imagine a scenario you are calling, and on your first call, based on your history, that AI is giving a prompt to the agent that this person is a very important person. He has been calling regularly for his buy sell queries or for his mutual fund related portfolio. Do update that yes, this is there, and if there is any further query, you answer him. So with AI agent, this will happen that they will answer your query in less shorter time. And in first call itself, it will be resolved. Now you will be very happy. Okay, this is excellent service. This is what I wanted, because earlier it used to be 10 minutes. Now it is 2 minutes, right? So why this is happening? Because we already have those data. Now, what better can be? So a better way can be that suppose you are calling for some reason, you are calling that bank, you are booking a flight, you are in Mumbai, somehow you missed your flight and you have to take another flight at 12 o'clock and your credit card is not working. So now you call the agent, but that credit card company says that we work only from 9 to 6. So you will be again frustrated. Now, agentic AI solution, which is a software bot, you call them, they again analyze your pattern. There is no need to be a physical agent being there, and they can resolve your query. And you can reach out to them through chat also. So this is what AI can play a bigger role in customer experience domain.
Okay. अपूर्व भाई, मेरे ना 2-3 बेसिक क्वेश्चंस है इसके अंदर में. My first question is that so there are two things. One is analytics, right? Where you are receiving some data, information, communication, whatever. Let's call all of these as data points, okay? So you are receiving some data points, analyzing and producing a useful insight to the management that this customer probably will get upset or blah, blah, blah. And the other thing is the one which you just mentioned, which is more around servicing the customer on your own using AI, right? So these are two different AI technologies. Analyzing the data, is that AI, or it is more of a data science, and AI is more around interaction with the customer, which is done by a robot?
Okay, so Vivek, understand, AI is artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
This means that a machine can have its own intelligence.
Okay.
So machine will have intelligence when it has a background, it has some information.
Yeah.
So that is where it all started with analytics.
Okay.
So with analytics, the pattern which we call large language model, LLM, has been created. So that LLM is the brain. So with analytics, what has happened is we have recorded the data, we have stored the data, we have understood the pattern, we have understood your entire journey with that service provider. I can take, for example, a bank. We know that if Vivek ji is calling, what kind of balance he has, what kind of queries he has, what kind of issues he will have, and if there has been some challenges with respect to servicing. So that pattern is already there. Now, what AI will do is AI will take an action. So AI will first guide that agent that take immediate action. And these are some of the steps. Like offer Vivek ji, if there is for some reason the credit card payment was late, but there was an issue with respect to some transactions. So offer him a waiver, because he's a very important customer. So that intelligence will come from AI. And that is how this will be implemented. So once this is implemented, you will be a happy customer. So that role AI is going to play in customer experience domain.
Okay. एक कुछ case studies देखते हैं. I mean,
absolutely,
that will give me more clarity about how your services were implemented in major organizations in terms of the customer service. Yeah.
So let me share this. It's a listed company, again based out of India. It's a global BPO, and what they had was they had legacy systems. They had wherein they were using voice, chat, and text platforms separately in silos. No, what we did was we had given them a very advanced solution. Now, this advanced solution is not only helping them for inbound traffic, inbound call or outbound call, but this is also integrated with their CRM system, which is Salesforce. Now, agent which is interacting, if you're calling this BPO, which is primarily servicing airline customer, so they will have a complete background because this is integrated with a backend system. Now, there he will be able, like I was talking now, he will be able to serve you better. Now, this may also happen that you might not only call, you might send a WhatsApp message, or you might send a SMS, or you might go to their app and chat because you might be on other call, or you might in a meeting or something. So you would not like to place a voice call. So in one channel, suppose your query is not resolved. So, and you go to a different channels, like suppose you first send a message on WhatsApp or had a chat and somehow this is not resolved, then you call. So that particular agent will have that history that you are reaching out for a service second time or third time. Now this is a red flag. That again, if you are a platinum member of an airline and you are reaching for the second, third time, so you will not prefer. You will say, I will not ride on this airline. I will go for something else. So this integration, this unified communication will give a clear message that, okay, we need to act on it. And that is how we are supporting our customers. So this airline BPO, we deployed an advanced solution, which has complete history. So earlier there was different system. Now it is integrated. So it is able to serve you better. So your queries will be resolved, you will be immediate action would be taken, and a prompt reply would also be there.
So you have team which is helping in this BPO operation, like the people who are receiving the call and replying, or you provide tech solution to any BPO who already has a team and you are basically a solution provider?
Yes. So you rightly mentioned. So basically we are a technology provider. We are not. So BPO has two major parts. One is manpower and the second part is technology. So manpower, they take care of themselves. We are the technology provider.
Got it.
We are technology provider for 150 plus customers. That is what our business is.
Got it. And those customers could be direct client also who are running their own captive unit, or it could be BPOs who are doing it on their behalf, correct?
Absolutely. Bang on. So in fact, if you see, there are so many banks, some of them are our direct customers and some of them work through a BPO. The reason is very simple, that they would like to outsource the non-core job. But so for some critical customers, they want to have it in-house.
So out of 150, how many will be BPOs, outsourced parties, or how many direct customers?
So for us, everyone is a direct customer because we have direct contract. But talking about BPOs, out of 150, close to 40-50 would be BPOs, and the rest are direct enterprise customers.
Yeah, because what I understand is that direct enterprises are more liberal in terms of renewing the contracts, etc. Whereas BPOs always operate in a very wafer thin margin. So they will always come back and negotiate with better deals, isn't it?
You are right in saying that, actually. But the BPOs which we are talking about are global BPOs. So they work in international geography and they do have decent margins. Now, what advantage we have is we are selling them more innovative solutions. And even if with AI, the reduction is manpower is definitely going to happen, which you said that, but the use of technology is going to increase. So more and more technology adoption is going to be there. In fact, there was a recent statement from Sam Altman wherein he said that AI is not going to reduce manpower, rather it is going to solve more complex problems. Right now, solving those complex problems is taking much more time. Now with this, it will be solved in lesser time. Now that is for what a customer would pay for.
Fair point. So who would be your comparable competitors, sir?
So Vivekji, in India, as of now, there is not any such competition because, as I said, that the large players like Wipro, Infosys, TCS, they do definitely have certain focus. They are BPOs also, but they do not have a very focused go-to-market strategy. Rather, they are picking large deals and there is a pie to it which is being served. Now we also do services for them. So in a way, they are also our customers. So like they pick large deals which has too many components, and one component is related to customer experience, customer service, contact center. So we are picking from them and we are servicing them. That is
Sure,
how
sure.
it happened.
The way we see Gen AI is the Chat GPT is a very standard product available, and people use it as per their requirement. So is it a makeshift standard, or there is a customization needed for every client with respect to AI?
No, so Vivek, every client is different. So
Okay.
there is, and that is where our roles comes into play.
Okay.
Because we have been servicing multiple customers, every customer is very different. On your screen, we are talking about this BPO, again, a multi-billion organization, and US headquartered, and we have deployed a workforce management solution. So again, as I said, that proper forecasting, scheduling, planning of workforce during festival time, the all important people leave should be cancelled. They should be responding, because there is a chance of too many interactions, transaction failure, transaction completion, etc., etc. So every customer is different, and that
Okay.
is where a role of a experience integrator like us is very, very strong. So I personally come from this 20 years of experience, and I have my CTO, my sales head, everyone from this domain and this industry. Cumulative, we have 200 plus years of experience. So this is our core work. We don't do anything else. Our focus is into customer experience and communication.
Got it. Got it. समझ गया. So let's talk about your company also a bit. I think I understood overall what kind of solution has been there, and obviously the different industries where use case is different. जैसे healthcare अभी आप दिखा रहे हैं, तो healthcare versus insurance के अंदर में use case apart from the customer base is very different and the deliverables is different. But from a tech perspective, is there anything different?
No, see, tech perspective, more or less, see, what is tech offering? Offering is workforce management, offering is interaction layer, offering is measuring that interaction, offering is recording, all that is there. But healthcare will have a very different KRA. They will have a very different focus area. They will have a very different clientele. That clientele will want specific. That is where experience integrator like us will play a major role.
Got it. Appuorv, you're not just a tech company or a product company, you're actually a solution provider.
Absolutely.
And people, once they have you on board in their enterprise, it's very difficult for them to delink you because you're so much integral part of their entire ecosystem.
So Vivek ji, there is a huge amount of data which we are managing for our customers.
Yeah.
So we understand what customer wants. We understand what is there and how to present that to customer, and so that they can further share the output with their end customer. So we are a B2B player, and that is our strength. So we know what is required for insurance. So across vertical, if you see, we have experience in banking, we have experience in insurance, in telecom, in travel, in retail, in manufacturing. So this domain experience is actually helping us. We have built a very solid foundation here based out of India. And our idea is, with this foundation, if we make it big in international geography, we will be able to service it. So that is what the plan is.
Amazing. How many team members are there with you?
So we are 150 plus people.
Okay.
After that 150 plus people, close to 60 people are on services and delivery side.
Okay. And you need domain experts also to work under you.
In fact, what we call ourselves is we are our organization, something like McKinsey at the front and TCS at the back end. McKinsey means that we understand a consulting selling. What would you like to have? What a StockEdge would like to have? What kind of AI solution? What kind of priorities you have? What is your business model? What is your focus area? And TCS at the back end, in the sense that how we can service it from services side, because TCS is a huge services organization. So our motto is very clear, that McKinsey at the front and TCS at the back end. That is how we want to build the company.
Lovely. थोड़ा performance भी देखते हैं sir. I mean, you started this entity in 2017, if I'm not wrong. आपने
2016. So let me go to the
2016. Yeah. So how has been your financials and क्या future दिख रहा है आपको?
Okay. So 2016, as I said, that first year, our aim was to cross 10 CR. We got this first analytics deal, which was from Mahindra Defense for Rajasthan Safe City. And the next year, the milestone when that we will now reach 50 CR. So it took us 3 years to reach 50 CR. In fact, when we reached 50 CR, that time I started reaching out to some industry stalwarts, mentors, that I've reached to this level. Now I need your mentorship. because I want to make it in a big company, 500,000 CR company. That was the ambition then 4 or 5 years back. So I reached out to too many people. Fortunately, a very senior person, Mr. Bhaskar Subramaniam, he was founder of a similar company. Then the PE took over. So he very gladly accepted that I can be your mentor. So he invested also. And that is our next leap of journey started. We started building IPs. We started creating international operations, and we expanded globally. We have currently have 500 plus CR of order book. We have serviced close to 20% only, 20-25%, and a major part of that is yet to be serviced. Now, as you mentioned in previous discussion, so most of these contracts are bound to be renewable because we are working with customers in their data, helping them how to work and give better solution to their end customer. We are working with banks in their compliance segment. So they are not going to change a partner unless there is a major issue, which anyhow we are not going to, because we are managing this data with customer permission in their environment. We know what they want. So we are doing that for them. So for us, three major verticals. One is CX and analytics. That's a major area for us. I talked about BPO, outsourcer, etc. The second one is unified communication and infrastructure. So all these large banks, they have their own trading department, trading floor, turret solutions. So we do provide solutions for them. And then while working with some of the banks and BPOs, what we have understood that these global companies, they also have certain gaps, and they do not have a ready-made solution or a flexibility, which an organization like us can provide. Like one of the NASDAQ listed BPO, when we started implementing workforce management solution, that workforce management solution was not integrated with, again, a global company which was running a payroll system. So without giving a proper data that who has worked for how many hours, how a payroll was going to be processed. So the link was not there. And when we said that, can we develop an IP which can connect both? They said it will take 2 years. So within 3 months, we developed and deployed that. We sold this to customer, and now it is also a subscription model. So some of these IPs which we have created, again, for a large bank, we have created a unified user access data which can integrate with their system. Again, for a mutual fund customer, we have created a very unique IP. Like for all the mutual fund calls, that should be recorded. Now, for some reason, if recording is stopped, some network issue or something, that call should be disconnected. So this was a requirement. We were closing this deal on 31st December. Suddenly customer said, no, this is mandatory. If you commit, then only we will go about it. We were enjoying a party. We were in that. We said how we can commit, but then we took a call. We said we will deliver it. And 6-7 months we have deployed this, and customer is running this successfully. Now, these platforms has a huge potential globally because there are similar environments globally also. So all this is going to help understand that how we are going to scale our business. And these IPs are going to play a major role in this. If you see, we are servicing across industry, whether it's BFSI, retail, manufacturing, healthcare. I talked about healthcare, BPO, telecom, IT, ITS, you name a BPO or a service provider, they are our customer. We are servicing them. And we have built that niche. We have that consulting practice. We understand that what is required, what is their pain point. And generally 40-50% pain points are common. Now, obviously 50% are something which needs to be addressed with respect to their end customer. So this is where our strength lies.
Okay. So what is the current revenue we have this year?
So last year we did 125 CR.
Okay.
This year we will be crossing 20 million, which is 160 CR.
Okay. And what is the EBITDA margin?
So EBITDA has been close to 20-25%. Let me take you to that slide. And it has been growing. In fact, we are a very fast growing organization, and we have been investing regularly in manpower and skill set and tools.
Okay.
So that is one of the, if you see in last 2 years, our revenue has doubled. Our profits, PAT has also doubled.
ये EBITDA margin आपने mention कि तो ये इतना कम कैसे होता है? Because IT service companies में इतना कम EBITDA margin तो होता नहीं है.
So basically, Vivek ji, we are a experienced integrator. So our major part of business is still working with large product companies and providing their product and solution to our customer.
ओके।
सो अभी अगर आप देखोगे तो हम व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज वी आर ऑन कस्टमर एक्विजिशन स्प्री, जहां पे हम कस्टमर अक्वायर कर रहे हैं।
ओके।
अब वंस वी हैव अक्वायर्ड कस्टमर, देयर इज द वी आर ऑफरिंग देयर आवर सर्विसेज, एंड देन वी आर ऑफरिंग आवर आईपी आल्सो व्हिच वी आर बिल्डिंग इन रियल टाइम सिनेरियो। सो अभी जो प्लान है नेक्स्ट
हाँ।
2-3 साल कि हम वी वर्क विद दिस ग्लोबल कंपनीज एंड acquire large customers wherein we can do more and more consulting selling, more and more services, तो वो फिर प्रॉफिटेबल होगा। इसीलिए अभी
अच्छा,
आपको ये दिख रहा है।
कोई भी एक साल को पकड़ते हैं, जैसे 124 करोड़ का सेल्स और 90 करोड़ का रॉ मटेरियल एक्सपेंसेस, तो व्हाट इज दिस 90 करोड़? बिकॉज रॉ मटेरियल फॉर एन आईटी सर्विस कंपनी,
So basically this
एनीवे द हार्डवेयर विच यू बाय इज कैपिटलाइज, राइट? सो रॉ मटेरियल क्या है?
no hardware also. See, when we are buying this for customers, like if you see my order book, so I am buying a cloud license, workforce management license from NICE. So
अच्छा।
when I am having a 125 CR contract with this customer, so
हाँ।
my margin in this 125 CR is close to 20%, which is around 25 CR. 100 CR worth of product license I am buying from a global service provider.
समझ गया मैं। तो आप बेसिकली यू आर प्रोवाइडिंग सोल्यूशन ऑन टॉप ऑफ ऑलरेडी ग्लोबल प्रोडक्ट्स, राइट?
Absolutely.
जैसे
Absolutely.
एसएपी होता है तो लोग एसएपी खरीदते हैं और उसको कंसल्टिंग करके लोगों में इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं, तो दे मेक मनी आउट ऑफ द वैल्यू एडिशन विच यू आर डूइंग।
Absolutely. So
गॉट
basically,
इट।
Vivek ji, our idea is acquire more and more customer riding along with these global companies, because
अच्छा,
and then once you have a direct contract with customer, you can take your multiple portfolio, cross
तो
sell
आप
upsell.
खुद का आईपी किस फील्ड में डेवलप कर रहे हैं? Because ये
We
जो
are
है
we
ये
are
तो
building
बड़े
in the
लोग हैं,
same.
इनकी फील्ड में तो आप आईपी नहीं डेवलप करेंगे।
नहीं, we are building in the same domain but complementary IPs.
ओके।
Like जो वर्कफोर्स मैनेजमेंट सोल्यूशन और पेरोल सोल्यूशन है, ये दोनों इंटीग्रेट नहीं हो रहा था, तो हमने एक आईपी बनाया जो दोनों को इंटीग्रेट करता है।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा
Similarly,
अच्छा।
जो रिकॉर्डिंग सोल्यूशन था, recording solution was not able to stop automatically when the call was getting disconnected. Now we developed the IP that if a call is disconnected, वो recording solution अपने आप stop हो जाए. So
समझ गया।
similarly, working with these large players, we are developing understanding because we know their entire product feature fill set. So we are developing something for SME market. These are global companies for they're developing for premium product. But there is a SME market also. So we are developing that SME product, which we will take it out to SME customers. And this market is again a very volume based, but a very huge market, but a very
इंटरेस्टिंग।
profitable market.
अच्छा,
So
बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग मेरे को एक ऑब्जर्वेशन है कि आपने 113 करोड़ रुपए का रेवेन्यू FY24 में किया था, रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट 90 करोड़ ही था, और सेम 90 करोड़ नेक्स्ट ईयर भी है, बट आपका रेवेन्यू 124 करोड़ हुआ। तो ये जो एडिशनल रेवेन्यू जनरेट हुआ है, ये आपके जो एडिशनल सर्विसेज हैं
absolutely,
उससे। अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा। तो
absolutely.
मेरे को इसको वैसे देखना पड़ेगा कि आपका जो सर्विसेज जो है उसका
जी,
ग्रोथ कैसा है,
absolutely.
क्योंकि आपका
See,
फ्यूचर तो वही है
जी,
ना?
सर्विसेज फ्यूचर, एब्सोल्युटली विवेक जी।
या
एंड वन मोर थिंग विच इज हैपनिंग इज, पहले क्या होता था ना कि हम लोग वन टाइम लाइसेंस सेल करते, जिसको ऑन प्रेम बोलते थे, कि आपने लाइसेंस ओन कर लिया। अब आपने लाइसेंस ओन कर, अब जैसे बीपीओ ने लाइसेंस खरीद लिया,
हाँ
अब किसी रीजन से उसका एंड कस्टमर जो बैंक है या इंश्योरेंस है, उसने बोला कि नहीं, मैं आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रिन्यू नहीं करूंगा, तो वो लाइसेंस उनके लिए लाइबिलिटी बन गया।
हाँ।
अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं, वी आर गिविंग सब्सक्रिप्शन बेस्ड मॉडल। सो
अच्छा
इस सब्सक्रिप्शन में क्या हो रहा है कि दे डोंट वांट टू हैव देयर ओन डेटा सेंटर, दे डोंट वांट टू ऑक्यूपाई गिव देयर स्पेस फॉर रैक एक्सेट्रा, दे डोंट वांट टू पे फॉर साइबर सिक्योरिटी एक्सेट्रा। सो वी आर गिविंग अ पैकेज डील सब्सक्रिप्शन बेस्ड फॉर 3 year 5 year. So depending on their customer requirement, they can increase license and that is out. But this is non-cancelable. So इसमें services revenue ज्यादा होता है, तो chances of profitability is much higher.
बट ये लाइसेंस फिर आपके नाम पे है, तो अगर कोई कस्टमर बीच में ड्रॉप हो जाता है?
नहीं, ये हमारे नाम पे लाइसेंस नहीं, लाइसेंस एंड कस्टमर के नाम पे रहेगा, लेकिन ये सब्सक्रिप्शन मॉडल रहेगा। इट विल बी फॉर सर्टेन ड्यूरेशन, 3 year और 5 year. वी आर जस्ट अ सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, सो हमारे थ्रू ट्रेड परचेज हो रहा है, कस्टमर को भी पता है।
अच्छा, लाइसेंस कस्टमर के नाम पे है बट बिलिंग आपके नाम पे हो रही है?
हाँ, सो वी आर डायरेक्टली बिलिंग विद कस्टमर एंड बैक एंड द प्रोडक्ट कंपनी इज बिलिंग अस।
नहीं, व्हाट आई एम सेइंग कि आप जब प्रोडक्ट कंपनी से प्रोडक्ट ले रहे हो, राइट, द प्रोडक्ट कंपनी इज लाइसेंसिंग दैट प्रोडक्ट टू यू, व्हिच यू आर kind of giving it to your customer by adding certain value additions there, correct?
So product company, when we are we are buying for a product company on behalf of our customer.
समझ गया मैं, समझ गया।
So product
ऑन
company
बिहाफ है तो उसमें रिस्क नहीं है कुछ भी आपका?
रिस्क कुछ भी नहीं है, नहीं
समझ
रिस्क कुछ And all these contracts which you see on your screen, 515 CR, this is non-cancelable. We are very
अच्छा
clear that if since we are signing 3 to 5 year contract, so minimum commitment you have to give. So all this is non-cancelable. So there is no risk at such. Second, we are working with customer in their customer experience where all the data reside and all the important value creation is there, because data is new oil, as everyone says. So and it is related to compliance, so they are not going to change the service provider. So all these contracts are going to be renewed, Vivek ji.
सही है, आई गॉट इट, ग्रेट। तो अपूर्व जी, आपका आईपीओ भी आने वाला है एंड माय बेस्ट विशेस फॉर यू फॉर योर आईपीओ। जस्ट अ डिस्क्लेमर, हमारा और आपका कोई कमर्शियल एंगेजमेंट नहीं था, कोई ना पैसे मैंने लिए ना आपने दिए। दिस इज प्योरली ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ माय क्वेस्ट टू लर्न अबाउट न्यू बिजनेसेस। एंड अभी जो नए एंटरप्रेन्योर्स आईपीओ लेके आ रहे हैं, they are much more inspiring now. So I'm just trying to learn their business models and getting inspired. So Apurva, best of luck. और बस आप ऐसे ही करते रहिए। भारत को आप जैसे ही एंटरप्रेन्योर चाहिए जो चेंज एजेंट के रूप में देश में काम कर रहे हैं। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Vivek ji. I'm very glad to be in this session with you, and I look forward to meet you someday. So thank you so much.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you. Looking forward. Best of luck. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.